provide value first and then ask for favors later. And this concept applies to every single aspect of life, whether it's employment, whether it's with your friends, with your family. Always give first and then go ask them for whatever you want to ask, but always provide value first. And this is very top of mind because I was talking to a hedge fund owner that I used to train, and I asked him, like, hey, listen, like, what exactly do you need in your business right now? Right? What do you need? Because whatever you need, I want to make sure that I can provide that value for you, so I can become valuable for you, so that, that way I can work with you, work under you, get paid and whatnot. But like, I need to know, how I can help. And once he gave me the specific problem that he needs to be solved, then I can be like, okay, this is what I need to learn, and this is how I'm going to provide value. And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm studying options right now, right? And so if you ever want opportunities, if you ever want someone to maybe, hand you a favor down the line, just always remember that you need to give first before you ask. Always, always, always. Kind of imagine it like a bank account, right? You can't deposit a bank account that's worth $0 or maybe is even in the negative. No, you have to give first, deposit money, or in this case, goodwill. You have to deposit favors so that in times of need, or when you do need it, right? Then you can withdraw it, or you can earn it, right? Earn first. So for example, you work so that you can deposit money to the bank account. And then once you provide that value, once you work enough, then you can withdraw it and ask for a favor or an opportunity. So like, people always get it wrong. Like, you don't go up to someone and just ask, hey, like, can I get a raise? Oh, can I join you for, can I work for you? Or, oh, can I, do this business opportunity? Or, oh, can you do me this favor? They have it all wrong. Provide value first. Always, always, always provide value first. See how you can be helpful, useful, and valuable to someone else, and then they will find ways to do the same to you. The more value that you bring to them, the bigger the favor you can ask. And the more willing they will be, or the more obligated they will be to do that favor for you. It's one of the psychological laws that is in that book, Power of Influence. Something like that. Something like that. Or Influence by something, I forgot his name. But just give first. Always give first. And don't expect anything in return. Just know that the more you give, the more you may be able to ask in return for later. With that being said, it was a pretty good day. It was a tough day too, because I had a client that had to move to 6:30 a.m. I had to move him down so I could train these two clients. And the first client that I trained, they were back to back. They were husbands. And this client that I trained, the session started off okay. And then I made a mistake. I asked him about his habits on TrueCoach. Keep in mind, this is the first time ever meeting him. He trained with another trainer before, but she had an emergency, so I filled in for her. But I basically held him accountable to the habits that he had on his, on his TrueCoach, basically software. And he's like, I don't want to do anything else on the session. Just want to focus now. He said that to me 2 or 3 times, and it was really awkward when he told me like that's enough. Like, don't talk about this anymore. It got really awkward, and I should have addressed the awkwardness and be like, hey, you know what? Like, oopsies, let's do something else. And in hindsight, that's what I should have done, but I wasn't adaptable, right? And then a few months later, because he mentioned to me that his goal was to, just focus on the session and build his core strength, when he was doing RDLs, I was telling him to focus on his breathing, and I was showing him how to do it. So I did a little experiment that I do with every single client. I was like, okay, I want you to breathe out. Try it. He said, he copied me. I was like, did you feel your core tighten? And he's like, no. Okay, focus on your core now. And I had him breathe out 3 times. And I shouldn't have done that. With the moment he said, with the moment he gave off the vibe that he wasn't feeling it, I should have been like, okay, you know what? Screw the breathing. Let's focus on your workout. Let's have a good time, right? And I shouldn't have been so pushy about what I believed. And instead, I should have asked him questions to kind of probe, to see where he was at and what he wanted. Because if I was able to do that, then I would be able to adapt to him more, be able to tailor the workout to him more, and I would also be able to be a strategist. And this is a great lesson in life in general, right? Which is, don't talk that much at all. Just ask people questions when you first meet them. The goal is to get them to like you so that you can win their trust, win their authority, whatever it may be. But just listen, ask questions, ask powerful questions, give off a good energy, and listen. And then based on the things that you listen to them about, really pay attention and then carry your conversation, carry your actions based on what you heard. But that's pretty much it. My arm's getting tired of pointing this up, but that is it for today. This is PLOG V1.81. And I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be better daily. Peace.